What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Goku Runner channel, and today we're going to talk about some running myths, some running superstitions, some running things that may be fact or cap. Let's go. All right, guys, so I want to do something different, and today I thought about, there's a lot of things out there when we're running, and you hear people say them, and you're like, should I do it? Should I be doing this? Or a lot of runners ask these questions, like, should I be doing that? Or whenever runners are out there, they're like, oh, I can't believe that runner is doing that because that's bad luck or whatever. And today we're going to talk about 5 of these things. Some of them are like superstition things, some of them are like do or don'ts, but we're going to talk about those today. So let's get on with the first one. And the first one is you shouldn't trust mile 1. And what does that mean? That means that if you're running a race, especially like a 5K or really any race really, early on, you shouldn't be trusting how you feel at mile 1 to predict how you're gonna do like at mile 26 or at mile 3.1, because mile 1, you're feeling really good during the race. You're like, man, I'm feeling all this adrenaline from the excitement of the start of the race, and you feel good, so you feel like you can hold that pace. But usually you should dial it back just a little bit so that you can actually finish the race. Because I've blown up a lot of races running fast early on, thinking that I could do the pace the whole time. But you know what, later on in the day, things get hotter, your body gets a little bit more tired. If you're not keeping on top of your nutrition, a lot of things can happen and you end up slowing down. So never trust that first mile. I think that one is definitely a fact. All right, here's number 2. The second one is never trust a fart. So yeah, if y'all have ran some marathons out there, you always see the sign that says never trust a fart. And I'm gonna tell you, if you're a runner, you're gonna have a poop story. And a lot of those poop stories start with trusting that fart. And I don't wanna go too detailed with this, but I definitely have a couple of poop stories for sure. Because you think just a poof is gonna come out, but a lot more does. So yeah, never trust a fart. I am living proof that you shouldn't trust a fart. I have some stories, and if you guys have some stories, leave them in the comments down below whenever you didn't trust a fart. I don't really want to hear it, but maybe you want to share it, and let's share with the class. Tell me your poop stories down below, because if you're a runner, you'll probably have a poop story. So all right, so this is the third thing that may be fact or cap, and that is never wear your race shirt that you're running to the race. So the saying is, for the race that you're running, you shouldn't wear that shirt on race day. You should wear that for after the race. That's what I usually do for sure. Early on I used to wear race day shirts, and maybe this happened with some runners whenever, especially if you're a newbie, you tend to wear your race day shirt, and there's nothing wrong with that really at all. But people probably have some bad experience with running with a race day shirt, especially if you're a newbie. You might be going out too fast. Maybe you farted out on your run and had a little incident. But yeah, that's pretty much a cap. I don't think that's a real thing. I know that I don't do it. Let me know in the comments down below if you wear your race shirt on race day. I don't do it. Some people do. I think it's a big superstition. It's pretty much saying that you're gonna have bad luck on the race if you wear your race shirt on race day. So I think it is superstition. I don't do it, but I see a lot of people do, and good for them. Hopefully they have a good race. I just don't do it myself, but I do think that it is just a big superstition. All right, so this is the 4th one, and that is to never try something new on race day. So that means you shouldn't be trying new nutrition, you shouldn't be trying new clothing out, you shouldn't be really trying a new pacing strategy or anything new. You should be already prepared to run your race the way that you planned it, with all the months of training, all the weeks of training that you did beforehand. Run your race plan and don't do anything new. So is this fact or cap? I think that this is kind of like, it probably is fact. I would say it's fact. You shouldn't do it, but can you? I think you can. I've done it for sure. I ran in new socks, I ran in new clothing, but doing that is like a crapshoot. You never know what's gonna happen. Those new shorts could chafe in a different area. That new nutrition may mess up your stomach, may mess up your GI. You'll have some GI issues. So really you shouldn't be wearing anything new, but you can, but you might not like it. But definitely don't do it. I think that one, I'll say that is fact. Definitely fact. Don't do it. Don't try anything new on race day. It's not gonna end up well most of the time, and if it does, you're a lucky one. All right, so this is gonna be my last one, and that's gonna be, you can't run a marathon without any training. So, as a person that is in the back of the pack myself, and I've ran Ton of races where I've been undertrained for sure. You can definitely run a race undertrained or with no training. I ran my 50 miler basically with no training, but you are at a risk for sure for injury, hurting yourself. And I've seen a lot of these YouTube videos where people have ran their first marathon, no training, and they get a sub-4 time. So it's like, what? They have to have some kind of fitness in them. I think Michelle Kari, or I think that's her name, she did it, and she was actually a professional cyclist. So she had a lot of fitness in her, and she ran a Boston Marathon time for her first marathon without any training. So, you know, you can do a marathon or a half marathon or any race without any training. It's just gonna suck. You're gonna suffer. It's gonna not be fun. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to train for races instead of be in the sufferfest mode the whole last portion of the race. Because that's what's been happening with me with my last couple of marathons, my last couple of races. I'm just not enjoying it at the end with a sufferfest. I know that I should be training and I'm not. So can you do a marathon or any race without any training? Yes, but you're not gonna have that much fun doing it. So yeah, that's definitely, I would say it is capped that you can't run a marathon without training, but you should train for sure to enjoy it more than the sufferfest that you will suffer if you don't train. So yeah, those are my 5 things, my fact or capped. Let me know if you like this episode. I'll try to find more if you guys do. And make sure to leave a comment down below. What are some of your facts or caps that you want to let me know? Maybe I'll put that in the next video. All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.